Yes, indeed. Can you smell those delicious odours making their way into the kitchen? I'm now joined by Chris Kastern, of course, head of National Marine Week, which is currently taking place at the moment. He is a WWF-SASSI, which is a South African Sustainable Seafood Initiative ambassador. And he has probably one of the most important jobs I've come across in my work here on Expresso. Why? Because the state of our oceans is dire at the moment. How bad is it? As someone who cooks and works with this beautiful resource all the time, how tough is the situation in our oceans at the moment?
Well, I mean, they face huge threats, right? And I think one of the biggest ones is overfishing. So if we look at some of the global stats, it's a little frightening. Just over 30% of seafood is overexploited. So that means the fish stocks themselves, we're fishing them harder than what they can actually reproduce. In South Africa, it's just over 40% are overexploited.
Wow.
So there are issues, But you know what the most positive thing is? And I think that's what we want to celebrate in Marine Week, is that the tide is turning. You know, we're starting to see changes happening. Clever, you see that? And so, yeah, and I mean, it's been a decade of SASSI, the Southern African Sustainable Seafood Initiative, the green, orange, red fish. And I think people are sort of starting to wonder, has it actually helped? You know, me using that list and making different choices, and it has. And that's what we're celebrating today. So we've got lovely sort of longline caught kingklip that we're going to be braaiing.
And very sustainably sourced.
Well,
I love that.
It used to be orange, now it's green. And that's why I'm saying, you
that's
know,
because
things
of
are
us.
changing.
That's because of us, and
exactly.
that's because of Woolies, man. I absolutely love that. You know, talk to me a little bit more about that partnership with Woolworths at the moment, because this is where it really does come to life, this incredible initiative.
Well, absolutely. So I think if you want to sort of fix the oceans, right, just to break it down broadly, it's not just the guys that are going out fishing. It's not just government that regulates them. It's the people that buy and trade the seafood, and it's the people that then buy and then enjoy it and cook it and braai it. Exactly. And so a retailer like Woolworths plays a critical role. Because if you're a fisher, right, and you can see the challenges that are facing the oceans, and you would like to change, you're always going to be at a sort of competitive disadvantage unless someone at the market is telling you, right, I'll buy your fish if you are responsible in the way that you catch it.
And I'll only buy your fish if so.
Exactly. And that's so a critical role that people like Woolies play, I think. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. Hey, and they've got an initiative called Fishing for the Future.
I was going to ask,
Yeah, which really, it integrates that process into the entire operation, which is really what's required. From the guys that are buying the seafood, the food technologists, right through to promotions, marketing, you know, and the way they position those products in store as well.
I love that. It really is putting your money where your mouth is. They take care of a lot of the costs so that we can enjoy the end result and have cleaner oceans.
There we go.
I can't hold myself back anymore.
Right.
We've got a beautiful piece of Cajun spiced kingklip here, and we know the kingklip, yes, has been bumped up the list, so well done, SASSI, well done, Woolworths. How do we prepare this beautiful side of meat or fish?
Okay, so it's got a Cajun rub on it, and it's a wet rub. It's not a dry rub.
Okay.
So if I can maybe ask you, do you want to whack all of those in there? So we've got some cayenne pepper, some paprika, there's a bit of chili, some finely chopped garlic.
Nice.
Into that, we're going to add a little bit of this. Let me grab this spoon here. These are some finely chopped onions.
And this is really the basis of Cajun spicing, yeah?
Well, absolutely. Mixing it all together. And then a few herbs. We've got some oregano and some thyme going into the mix as well.
I'm not shy of
Let's
herbs
get
on my
rid of
fish.
that.
I think, especially with a fish like this, it's got its own distinct flavour, but you really want to bring something in there, some explosive flavours to
Exactly,
it, you know?
exactly. A little bit of lemon juice.
Nice.
All right. And then some olive oil.
Beautiful.
All right, so that's what's going to make it a wet rub. So you give that a good mix.
Oh, I'm getting the Cajun
right.
waft here already. Very, very nice.
Grab a little piece of paper here. Salt and pepper just to finish it off.
Cool.
There we go. And a little bit of pepper.
I also find on the braai, don't hold back on the flavours.
Not at all, not at all.
Cool.
So I mean, have a look at that.
Beautiful.
Just from the colour, it says, put me on a piece of kingklip. Kingklip, it's a firm fish, so it's going to braai really nicely.
It's going to stand up nicely, yeah?
But it needs a lot of flavour. So in itself, it's not strong like a yellowtail or a snook or something like that. So you need to add something to it, and this does just the trick. So here are two which have been marinated.
Lovely. How long would you marinate them for? Because you obviously don't want the fish to dry out too much, yeah?
Maybe about half an hour to an hour beforehand, and then make sure when you put it on the coals, it's at room temperature.
Okay.
That's critical, you know. Then it's going to sort of nice, sort of even cooking temperature throughout.
Yeah, you don't want the sinews within that fish to tighten up. That flesh must be nice and soft.
There we go.
And crumbly by the time we get it off the braai. Then talk to me about that accompaniment that you've got going on there.
Okay, so these are asparagus spears. Really, you can just brush them with a little bit of butter and lemon juice and then whack them onto the braai. So they need maybe between 5 and 10 minutes, depending on how how thick they are.
How robust. And you've got some lovely,
Exactly.
robust
Yeah, look at that.
asparagus
There
over
we
there.
go.
I love that.
And then just keep turning them, keep turning them. The Kingklip itself, you want to sort of leave it on one side for 2 to 5 minutes, again, just depending on the thickness of it, and then turn it once, maybe twice, and that's it.
Okay,
yeah. So here are
man.
2 which are almost done already. All right, so we got these. Let's just loosen them up a little
the
bit.
fish crumbling nicely.
There it is.
About
Maybe
how
a little
long do
bit
you
too
reckon the
nicely.
fish would need on the braai to get to that point?
2 to 5 minutes on either side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So pretty
All
quick.
right, so there we go. So why don't we plate up these? We'll leave some of the asparagus spears
Beautiful.
for these other 2 pieces. Let's move these out the way. All right.
Beautiful stuff.
Okay.
And then it really
leave
is
the
as
Kingklip
simple
out.
as that. We'll let
that
that
is
other guy
it.
cook for just a little bit longer.
That is it.
And a touch of lemon
Yeah,
and
you want to
boom.
absolutely finish that off a little bit there. A little
that
bit of a
looks
squeeze
amazing.
over the top. We'll chuck that one in there.
And a little bit of olive oil just to finish her
Why
off.
not?
And there it is, our wet Cajun rub on our Kingklip,
Done.
which thanks to you guys and the efforts of SASSI and Woolworths has been bumped up our list, which is amazing. And this you can do at home. And of course, we've got a lovely competition to give to you right now as well. You're going to get your just rewards for being a conscious consumer.
Brilliant.